Hi again, how are you? My name is Marla, and I represent Usborne Books More. Let me give you a little story about why I homeschool my son and why I have so many videos that are on education. Um, I'm an independent consultant for Usborne Books More. I joined them 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago, for the quality of literature and their mission. When you join Usborne Books More, you are on a literacy mission to help impact millions of children nationally. I wanted to make a positive impact on education for millions of children in America and add to my household budget. Yes. So I take my literacy mission very seriously because I decided to homeschool and educate my own son when he was born. And my decision to homeschool was not taken lightly. I researched everything I could on the subject. My own cousins back in Virginia were homeschooled, and I have a lot of friends who were homeschooled that were Mormon. And so I really looked into it, and I thought it was the best option for homeschooling. So I sacrificed my career as a paralegal for the sake of my son's education. And Usborne Books More opened my eyes to the literacy problem we have in America. I thought I was a complete failure when I graduated from high school. All I had going for me were my good looks, my positive attitude, and my fun-loving personality. I'm very good-natured. That drove me to research literacy rates and track them. And after 5 years of tracking the literacy rates, Usborne had given me these rates. They said that 34% of our nation's fourth graders read proficiently. So I said, really? That can't be. So I went and I used my paralegal skills to research this information that I was given. And heck, it was true. And it hadn't changed since I graduated, pretty much. I graduated, I'll let you guess. Do I look like my age? How old do I look? Okay, I thought this is definitely educational malpractice. And let me show you a book that I use in my legal, as a paralegal, and to educate myself and others. Hold on one second. So as a paralegal, I bought this book. It's called Education Law, an essential guide for attorneys, teachers, administrators, parents, and students. I looked up the legal term educational malpractice, and lo and behold, teachers have qualified immunity, kind of like police officers, and many states are trying to get rid of the qualified immunity that police have. Well, shouldn't we be getting rid of this qualified immunity that teachers have? I mean, seriously, 34% of our nation's kids read proficiently, and by 8th grade, 32% of our nation's kids read proficiently. And then a couple years ago, under the Trump administration, Betsy DeVos concluded in a research survey on educational rates for adults, that 70% of our nation's adults read at a low level, make low level inferences. So if our adults are reading below average, does that correlate to what's going on today with media misinformation? That's something to think about. So I learned that no court would hold a teacher accountable for failing to provide a good education. There is no recourse in the law for educational malpractice. And clearly, there is malpractice. But the courts say you don't need a mere good education isn't a legal issue. So a large majority of our states refuse to recognize a cause of action for educational malpractice. However, there is one case in Montana, and the court held that educators had a duty of care to special education. So under the special education umbrella, a student's mother could maintain a cause of action based on the improper placement of the students, but mere failure to provide what the students or parents believe is a quality education does not give rise to a cause of action. To be successful, a complainant against school officials must allege more than poor instruction. In DeRosa versus City of New York, the school negligently diagnosed a student as a retard and placed her accordingly when she was not retarded but deaf. The court held that the claim was educational malpractice and not actionable. So, see what I'm saying? So the court did say it was educational, but it's not actionable. I think we parents need to start yelling and screaming at our representatives in our states to start making it actionable. Inevitably, the choice for me was either to put my son in a private school or homeschool. And I resolved to homeschool because the Bible says the parents are the ones that should educate their children in the way they should go. Then my state legislature added the sex education law. And I learned from the New American that the law comes from the UN policy on education. What the heck? Are we having the UN dictate what curriculums we are to implement in our own states? Hello. Anyways, it also bothered me. That frankly bothered me a lot. And it also bothered me that an overwhelming majority of the parents in my state testified against this deplorable bill. And the legislatures just pushed it through because they felt like it, and they said it's in the best interest of our children. Really? Seriously? It's in the best interest of our children? What do you know that's in the best interest of our children? So that was an audacious push by my state. But homeschooling isn't for the faint of heart. It comes with commitment to learn alongside your child. When I was looking for curriculum on how to teach my child to read, I found the process daunting. I couldn't find anything in the market that taught an intensive phonics. The best one out there was preschool prep videos and Usborne Books and More readers. I diligently researched the subject. I studied what teachers used before 1940. As you know, in 1940, after the war, the publishers stopped publishing phonics. and academia pushed the look and say method. There was a lively debate on look and say and phonics, and in 1984, look and say won. They eliminated completely phonics instruction from the schools. And today, what we see is not phonics, it's watered down phonics. It is still look and say. Teachers today are not trained on how to teach kids to read. The look and say method emerged in 1920. And by 1984, it was eliminated, completely obliterated from education. So today, the rise in learning disabilities has to do with the education fraud in teaching kids to read. That's all, folks. Comment below and let me know what you think. And if you're interested in homeschooling, please give me a call. I am very well versed in the law, and I can point you in the right direction so that you ask the right questions of your lawyers. And I also have another book that it's called the School Law Handbook, and it's actually for policymakers, and teachers and advocates. And I could also give you some pointers on what to say to your lawmakers. So comment below, and please subscribe to my email community so that you could receive updates on Usborne Books and More, and you could receive stuff that I love and care about, and I'll educate you, and we can have fun and get to know each other. So subscribe to my channel and like and share. Thank you very much for watching. Bye. And don't forget, if you really like what I've done here and you like my channel, please shop for books. Go to k4699.myubam.com and go check out our books and give them a try. And if you like them a lot, please host a party with me and let me help you build your library. Thanks.